So tell me, future boy, Emmett Doc Brown asked Marty Mcfly in the movie Back to the Future, who was the President of the United States in 1985. Ronald Reagan, Marty replied. Ronald Reagan? An actor? And who was his vice president? Jerry Lewis? Such a question, under the circumstances, will not be very likely, because any common answer, like, say, Jimmy Carter, will not make a person's mind in 1955. But he will ask about its inevitable comedic value. After all, many of us who watched the movie in the theater in 1985, and I was one of them, still could not believe that Ronald Reagan was really the President of the United States. He just started his second term in the same year. Still, if I were to ask a visitor from the future who might be the President of the United States in 2025, the answer would be Donald Trump. I might be tempted, not by in the game instead of through it. Great fear, to ask, who is his vice president? Marjorie Taylor Greene? Believe it or not, that's the answer some Republicans, including Greene himself, are giving right now. Especially Greene. He was recently overwhelmed by power, which, in his opinion, anyway, the President of the House, and he is now reflecting on what will happen in the future. President Greene? And after that, why not President Greene? Yes, I know that my brothers, I tried to write this last line as you said it. Greene though the Veep will appear, as security analyst Jonah Goldberg put it, you'll have someone who makes you fear Donald Trump might have a heart attack. I am not in the business of telling the future, I am only in the business of writing sentences about what people say about the future. What some Republicans are saying about the famous MJT is that it could make him the second coming of Donald Trump. Well, I made the mistake of ignoring Donald Trump before and I hesitate to do it again. In any case, it was impossible to choose Greene as his runner-up. As silly as it may sound to think, I'd been in a terrible state of fantasy in the past, some of which have come true. This is what our beloved nation has come to. Funny things kept happening at zero rate. That is why I am telling you that in the minds of some people, MJT has become a good candidate for the presidency of Donald Trump. In fact, it is true that Trump is in great danger. But will America be able, as a nation, to consider a presidential candidate now in prison? As I said, I will not ignore anything. We'll just have to see. Another obstacle to Greene's candidacy is that Trump is a snob. He sees MJT as being, well, a small debt. What's even better is that it will damage his chances even more than they are doing now. Trump doesn't seem to be backing down. If you'll excuse the pun, Greene New Deal will make his election a laughingstock even among some diehard MAGA seeds. There are 8 million stories in the naked country of Republican stupidity. Marjorie Taylor Greene's controversial endorsement for vice president is one of them. And, as always, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends, stay safe.